If you run a clothing brand and you're not using influencer marketing, you are sleeping on one of the easiest ways to blow up your brand. You don't need a huge budget. You don't need to go viral overnight. You just need a good product and the right people wearing it. Today, I'm gonna break down exactly how to use influencer marketing to grow your brand, from finding the right people, what to say so they actually respond, and how to turn free product into actual sales. Let's get started. All right, so first up, why use influencer marketing in the first place? So first, you're gonna get more eyes on your brand, and that's gonna get you more sales. So if an influencer with 50,000 followers wears your clothes, that might send a couple thousand new eyes to your brand, and a chunk of those people will convert into customers. The second thing is social proof. You are borrowing trust from the influencer. If you don't have any social proof with your clothing brand, you are not gonna be able to sell shit. People must trust you to buy from you. And this is especially true if you are a new brand with low engagement, no customers, and no visual cues that tell people this brand is not a scam. People are very wary these days shopping online, so you need that trust. The third thing is high quality content. So photos and videos you can reuse on your feed, site, and even in your ads. The thing about influencers is that they all know how to make high quality content that actually performs well in the algorithm. They wouldn't be a successful influencer if they didn't know how to make good content or how to make clothes actually look good. So not only are you getting the awareness and the social proof, but you're also getting great UGC style content that can be reused on your website, your Instagram feed, your Instagram stories, your email campaigns, and your ads. And on top of that, they're just gonna make your clothes look good. Fourth is that it is cost effective. You can send out free clothes and get a massive return on it if you do it right. So the beautiful thing about this is that it's a cost effective risk. So imagine you sell hoodies for $100, but maybe they only cost you $30. So the influencer is getting an $100 product for free. Meanwhile, it only costs you $30. And one good post with an influencer can easily get you 5x or even 10x the return. Even if you don't blow up overnight, it stacks up. People will start to see your brand literally everywhere. All right, all of that sounds great, but it is very common to send clothes out and get absolutely nothing in return. So how do you make sure that you're sending clothes to the right influencer, that they'll actually respond and post content wearing it, and that it actually gets you sales? So let's break this down into steps. All right, so first, what size influencer is best? I personally have found that micro influencers around like 2,000 to 15,000 followers are gonna be the sweet spot. Most people make the mistake of aiming for the biggest influencers possible. Yet a lot of the time, those influencers charge a bunch of money, probably won't post the content, and their audiences are much more diverse. Meanwhile, with a micro influencer, their audience is a lot more tight and actually trusts them. All right, so how do you know if it will actually get you sales? So the more niche of an influencer you can find, the better. You don't want an influencer that appeals to a super broad audience. So let's say your brand is super niche and it's influenced a lot by like underground rap culture. You'd want to find influencers who are part of that culture, or even find underground artists who are just coming on the scene to send clothes to. The biggest mistake people make when it comes to influencers is sending it to the wrong people. So let's say you have a streetwear brand, you get a DM from this huge fitness influencer with 1 million followers on Instagram. And you're like, holy shit, 1 million followers? If they wear my clothes, I am definitely gonna blow up. So you send it and they actually post a photo wearing it, and they even tag you in the photo. But then somehow the sales never come in. So how the fuck did that happen? That's because that influencer, all of their 1 million followers, they don't care about the clothes that they're wearing. They literally just care about getting gains. So the most important thing you can do is to find an influencer that aligns with your target audience. If it doesn't align, it does not matter how many millions of followers they have, they just are simply not gonna be interested in your clothes. All right, number 3, should you pay for influencers? Most of the times, no, at least not in the beginning. If you make good clothes that people actually fuck with, a lot of people are gonna take those clothes gladly for free. And there are so many influencers out there who will do it for free, so why pay if you don't have to? However, the benefit to paying money is that you can actually guarantee that you do get a post and get some content out of it. So you might say like, we'll send you this hoodie and $100. In exchange, we want a tagged feed post and an unboxing TikTok. Whereas when you don't pay, it's pretty common for influencers to just not post anything at all. So next step, how to make sure influencers actually post your clothes. Truth is, it's gonna happen. That's just part of the game. You're gonna send stuff out and not get anything from it. But there are certainly ways to limit that from happening. The best thing you can do is to only send clothes to influencers who are genuinely hyped about receiving your clothes. So if you're like, yo, let me send you some free clothes, and they're like, yeah, whatever, sure, I'll take it, then literally just tell them to fuck off and don't send it. Like, you put in so much effort into this garment, you need to find someone who is actually gonna give it the respect that it deserves and let it actually see the light of day and not just stay in their closet forever. So if they're uninterested in it, chances are they're probably not gonna wear it anyways. So just find someone who is really actually hyped to receive your clothes. Whereas if somebody is like, fuck yeah, dude, that is a dope ass hoodie, I would love to wear that, then chances are they are gonna wear it multiple times. You're gonna get a lot of content out of them because they just genuinely like the hoodie. So just avoid sending clothes to influencers who don't seem interested in your clothes at all. All right, before we get deeper into this influencer marketing breakdown, I want to put you guys onto something that can seriously level up your clothing brand's online presence. When you're getting your website set up, picking the right domain name is key, and that is exactly where .store domains come into play. So the sponsor of this video is .store domains, and I rarely do sponsors on this channel, but this is something I know a lot of you guys will actually benefit from, and I actually use it myself as well. For those of you who might not know, a domain is basically just your website address. Like for me, clothingbrandlibrary.store is what I use for my business, the Clothing Brand Library. So why did I choose a .store instead of going with a regular .com? They've actually done this crazy study showing that websites with a .store domain can get up to 87% more traffic and rank twice as high on Google search. And that is pretty crazy. So when somebody sees your brand with a .store domain, they immediately know you're selling products online. It's specifically designed for e-commerce. And I'm not the only one using this. Some big celebs like Mr. Beast, Cristiano Ronaldo, Rihanna, and iShowSpeed are all using .store domains too. And the dopest part, .store hooked me up with a special link for you guys to get a .store domain for just 99 cents for your first year. So hit the link in the description to get your .store domain. All right, now back to helping you guys blow up your brand with influencer marketing. All right, now step 5, how to find influencers. So there are several ways to find influencers. First way is just going to other clothing brands similar to yours and look at their tagged photos, see what influencers have repped their brand before. Second, find fit repost accounts on Instagram. It'll be accounts something like Streetwear Fits or Men's Fit Pics, stuff like that. There's a ton of accounts like that, and they pretty much only post influencers. Third is just in the search bar, just type in your niche like streetwear fits or vintage fits and look at the top content that comes up. Do a little bit of searching and I promise you plenty of influencers are gonna pop up. Or you can go on TikTok and look up something like Get Ready With Me. That's gonna be a style of content that pretty much only influencers are making. So just look around and try to find somebody who would align with your target audience. And lastly, number 4, you can buy an influencer list. So this would just be a list full of influencers. They're out there if you want it. I have a pretty extensive streetwear list. If you want that, you can check the description for it. And just a pro tip, make sure to be collecting these influencers over time. So make a saved folder on Instagram, make a Google Doc, just build your own list of influencers so you can come back to it anytime that you need it. And I actually made a full influencer tracking spreadsheet where you can just fill in all of their data, what you sent out to them, when you sent it, track if they've responded or if they've posted, and even a little rating system so you can know if you should continue working with them or not. If you want me to send you this for free, just DM me influencer on Instagram and I'll send it to you. All right, number 6, how to find influencers with real engagement. You wanna make sure you're working with legit influencers who aren't buying fake likes or fake comments and they actually get real engagement. So step 1, go through their comments, see if they look legit. If it's a fashion creator from New York, but every comment is just random dudes from India, then their engagement is definitely botted. Second thing, look at the ratio of likes to comments. If they have like 50,000 likes and only 10 comments, then that's definitely fake. And 3, look if they're hiding likes on all their posts. People don't hide likes unless the engagement sucks. All right, and step number 7, the simple outreach message template that influencers actually respond to. So seriously, keep it fucking simple. Literally just say something like, yo, we love your fits. We would love to send you a free hoodie. Or love your content. Let me send you a free pair of pants from our recent drop. Or yo, we'd love to send you one of our new blank jeans for our upcoming drop, completely free of charge. Do not send a whole ass book. Just make it as easy as possible for them to just say yes. And once they accept your first message, now just make the rest of it as easy and frictionless as possible. So say, if you're down, just let me know your size and address and we'll ship it out ASAP. So this will prevent the back and forth that makes people become uninterested. All right, and now next, what to do once they actually post your brand. So this is where you capitalize on it. First, comment on their post, repost it to your Instagram story, and add it to a worn by or a customer's highlight. This will add social proof to your page. In your post, say something like @influencer rocking our blank denim, couple sizes remaining, and then put the shop now link with it. Second, use their content in your ads. Third, use their content in your email and SMS campaigns. Fourth, screenshot it and save it in a content folder so you can use it again in the future. And fifth, add the photos to your website for social proof and just to show off the clothes better. So one influencer post turns into over 5 uses. You want to make sure that you are maximizing every single piece of content you get. Also, just as a bonus, you can reply or like the comments on their post, especially if it's someone asking where the clothes are from. All right, now some final tips and tricks for you guys. First, send clothes to a bunch of people. The more you send out, the better chances you will have to get results. 2, be patient. Sometimes it takes weeks before they post. Sometimes sales are gonna come later. It is really all about long-term positioning. 3, focus on long-term relationships. If they get good content, keep them on your PR list so you can send them stuff every single drop. 4th, ask for specific dates or specific content deliverables. So like, can you post by X date? Or can you post 2 feed posts and a tag story? 5th, if they ghost you, then follow up, but do it respectfully. Just checking in. No rush if you haven't had time to shoot yet, just want to make sure that the package arrived. Or just wanted to see when you might be able to post a pic wearing the pieces we sent. No rush. And if they still don't respond after, as one final shot in the dark, just say, hey, we'd love to continue sending you pieces in the future. Once that first post goes up, we'll be happy to send out some more stuff free of charge. Then just cut them off and move them to an avoid list. Just don't waste your time on them. All right, and one final bonus tip for you guys, the pre-release influencer campaign. So this is a crazy strategy to sell out your drops. So first, you need to pre-make your pieces, let's say 50 units. It has to be pre-made, not a pre-order. Second, you will send 5 to 10 units to influencers before your drop. And then 3, you ask them to post between X and Y date to promote the launch. So here's an example of what you might say to them. Yo, we'd love to send you one of our new products for our upcoming drop. And then once they reply, just say, fire, it drops this date. Would love to send you an unreleased piece for free. All we ask is that you post it between this date and this date. If you're down, let me know your size and address and we'll ship it out ASAP. So then you have 5 to 10 influencers posting content wearing your unreleased pieces the week leading up to your drop. So people see them wearing it unreleased. They're like, damn, I need this. I'm gonna go sign up for that SMS list so I don't miss out. And you get a ton of hype built up, social proof, and a ton of quality content. Plus, it makes it even more likely that the influencers are actually gonna post it because you're on an actual deadline. I've seen brands sell out in minutes literally just by using this strategy. Influencer marketing can work super well, but only if your product is actually fire. Don't expect crazy results from a mid design. So put energy into your product first, then send it to people who will make it look good and who are genuinely interested in it. Track everything, stay organized, reuse the content, be chill, but be persistent. You really can blow up your brand with influencer marketing. And if you actually stick with it, you can build so much social proof and awareness. If you guys want my free influencer tracking spreadsheet, just DM me influencer on Instagram and I'll send it over. Really hope this helped you guys out. And if you want to apply to work with me one-on-one, hit the link in the description so I can personally help you scale your brand. Really appreciate you guys for watching. Now go make this shit happen. All right, peace.